Okay, 2 minutes. By the way, you can share the link, no, for, with your friends or with your classmates. So, para mas marami tayong participants for tonight's discussion. You may invite class, ha? So, by the way, live ulit tayo sa Facebook. Okay, so I guess, class, we will start. Let's start. Okay? Can you hear me?
Opo. Yes po.
Okay. Simula na tayo. Hello?
Hi, sir.
Okay, sige. So, let's start. So, hi class, welcome to our second day of our 5 days free live webinar series. The series for basic accounting topic, prepare adjusting entries. So, game?
Game po.
Okay,
Game, sir.
game. So, we are now on the second adjusting item, which is depreciation. So, let us define first depreciation. Okay, depreciation is the systematic allocation of the depreciable amount of an asset over its useful life. It is recognized as expense due to loss experienced by the entity from gradual decline in value of its assets over time. Then we have depreciable amount is the cost of an asset less its salvage value or residual value. Okay? Um, Ganito yan, class. Ang depreciation kasi, kung ipapaliwanag ko sa ibang termino, ang ibig sabihin lang niyan, pagbaba ng halaga ng asset. Specifically, anong klaseng asset?
Land.
Equipment.
Okay, yung mga yon,
Long-term assets po.
yung mga yon tawag doon mga fixed assets or property, plant and equipment or kilala din sa tawag na PPEs. Okay? That is or those are intended for long-term use in the business. Katulad nga ng mga upuan, lamesa, mga lateral cabinets, lighting fixtures, computer, ano pa, laptops, printers, mga naglalakihang machineries na usually ginagamit sa manufacturing. Mga transportation equipment, tulad ng mga delivery trucks, motorcycles, building, yan, either office or factory facilities, at ibang asset na intended for long-term use for business operation. Okay? Now, back to what I've said earlier. Ang depreciation ay pagbaba ng halaga ng mga asset. Tama? Ang tanong dyan, bakit po ba sir bumababa ang halaga ng mga asset na yan? Bakit bumababa? Bumababa ang halaga ng mga asset na yan kasi bumababa rin yung effectiveness nito. Okay? Yung quality na binibigay ng asset na yan para sa operasyon ng business ay bumababa rin. For example, yung aircon na ginagamit sa opisina, dati less than 5 minutes lang lumalamig na, no? Yung tipong kakabukas mo pa lang dahil sa sobrang lamig gusto mo nang i-off ulit. Pero ngayon, aabutin na ng 1 oras pawis na pawis ka na. Hanggang sa natuyuan ka na lang ng pawis, yung aircon di pa rin lumalamig, tama? O kaya dati yung computer mo, kahit maraming Microsoft Excel na nakabukas, kahit maraming browsers na nakabukas, at kahit may mga ginagamit kang iba't ibang software ng sabay-sabay, still, sobrang bilis yung pag-process niya. Hindi naglalag. Ngayon, isang Excel pa lang, yung binuksan mo tapos pumindot ka lang ng isang key sa keyboard, naglalag na. No? Umiikot-ikot na lang, tama? And that indicates that there's a reduction of the effectiveness of these assets. No? Or in other words, there is depreciation. Okay? Okay? Gets po ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, question po. Lahat po ba ng fixed assets or yung mga assets na part ng property, plant, and equipment ay nagde-depreciate?
Hindi.
Hindi po, sir. Yung
Ah.
land, hindi po.
Okay, ang sagot, hindi. Yun nga, isang magandang halimbawa ay yung land o lupa. Hindi yan nag-depreciate o bumababa yung halaga.
Presyo.
Actually, kabaliktaran pa nga tama?
Dumadagdag pa po.
Okay, nag-a-appreciate, tumataas yung value. Habang tumatagal, yung lupa, tumataas yung value. Kaya hindi siya subject for depreciation. And beside, it is assumed to have indefinite life, panghabang buhay, kumbaga. Okay? Ano pa yung mga asset na karaniwang hindi nagde-depreciate? Bukod sa land. Meron tayong mga personal properties, yung mga expensive tsaka mga collectible items. Tulad ng mga arts, memorabilia, paintings or sculpture, lalo na yung mga gawa ng mga sikat na artist na patay na, no? Mga alahas, yan. Tapos mga sports car or yung vintage car, yan. Yan yung commonly na mga assets na nag-a-appreciate, no? But this is not always the case, class. No? Itong mga to, kahit palagi nag-a-appreciate siya, may times na nai-impaired. Okay? Nai-impaired ang mga to or impairment kung tawagin. Technically speaking, iba to sa depreciation. Dahil sa depreciation, bumababa ang halaga ng asset gradually, no? Allocated systematically dahil nababawasan yung effectiveness nito. Kasi nga palagi yan nagagamit. While pag sinabing impairment, there is a sudden decline and usually large decline of the fair value of the said asset. Halimbawa nga, yung land. So may lupa ka kung saan kahit hindi mo pinagbibili may nag-i-interest ng bumili. So sabihin natin, nabili mo yan ng 1 million dati. Then ngayon, some are offering to buy it for 1.5 million, 1.8 million, or even 2 million, no? So fair value niya, lumalabas nasa ganung range. Now, all of a sudden, nagkaroon ng lindol. Okay? Nagbitak-bitak yung lupa mo, no? Yung pala, yung lugar nyo ay prone sa palagiang paglindol. And so, nalaman nyo ng mga prospective buyer mo. Now, yung mga gustong bumili ng lupa mo, ang offer na lang nila ay nasa 500 to 700,000. Sobrang layo from the previous fair value na ranging from 1.5 million to 2 million. And even less than your acquired cost na 1 million, tama? Tama? There's a drastic decline of the value of the land. Okay? Sobrang layo, sobrang bagsak ng presyo niya. Okay? Nagigets po ba yung punto?
Opo.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, totoo na land commonly appreciate and not subject to depreciation. But land and other appreciable assets can be impaired. Just like my scenario that I have said kanina. Okay? It can be subject to impairment. Okay? So, hindi palaging ang mga asset, pag nag-appreciate, ibig sabihin, hindi na pwedeng bumaba ang halaga. Pwede. Ang term natin doon, impairment. Okay? Pero hindi sila subject sa depreciation because impairment and depreciation, again, are different terms. Okay? Okay. Now, what are the factors? Yan, nakikita nyo? Now, what are the factors that causes depreciation? Bakit ba bumababa yung halaga ng fixed assets or PPEs natin? Okay? So, depreciation may be caused, number one, wear and tear. So, assets depreciate due to frequent use. Ito yung major reason naman talaga eh. Kaya naman nasisira yung asset, no? Tama? Pag may nasira, papalitan ng pyesa. Tapos magagamit ulit. Then after nun, masisira ulit. Then ipapaayos hanggang masira ulit. And that is given class, no? Kasi nga, madalas nagagamit yung asset. So, we're okay with this. Talaga namang cause yan ng depreciation. Number two, ito. Saan yun? Number two, yan. Elements of nature, assets depreciate due to elements of nature. Ito yung mga kinakalawang yung mga asset, di ba? Nandiyan na naalikabukan, inaanay, tama? Nababasa ng ulan, nabibilid sa araw. Dahil doon, nagde-depreciate yung asset. Then we have number 3, accidents. Asset depreciates due to accidents. So example niyan yung mga yung asset na damage dahil kasi may sunog, no? Bumaha, nagka-earthquake, tama? Tinamaan ng ipo-ipo, and other natural disaster, no? Simple as that. Then we have number 4, itong obsolescence. Assets depreciates because it become outdated. Okay. Pag sinabi po ba nating obsolescence, class, ano ibig sabihin nun? Kumbaga, sa madaling salita, ano ibig sabihin nun?
Nauso.
That's correct, di na uso, di ba? So, ito yung tipo na yung asset natin, yun nga, nagiging outdated, meaning, meron ng mas magagandang klase ng asset na existing, no? Mas maganda, syempre, mas mabilis, mas maraming features, mas efficient, no? For example, may cellphone na ginagamit ang business to communicate with its customer. Pero ang gamit lang nun ay pang text at pang tawag. Ito yung mga old version ng mga cellphone, di ba? Ngayon, may mga Android and smartphones na tayo, di ba? Aside from call and text, pwede na maging means of collecting payment from customer. Kasi may mga apps na pwede mong isave sa Android or smartphone mo na magiging platform mo to collect payment from the customer. Diba? Or pwede rin maging way of advertising your products through internet, through social media, diba? And obsolescence class happen because of the advancement of technology from time to time. Okay? So, okay tayo dyan. Then we have inadequacy. Okay? Assets depreciates because of insufficiency. Magkaparehas ba yung dalawa na yan? Obsolescence saka inadequacy?
Hindi po.
Siyempre hindi. So ano naman yung inadequacy? Ito yung tipong, for example, dati noon, maliit pa yung negosyo nyo, so ang gamit mo lang to deliver your products, motor lang. Okay? Now, dahil lumalago na yung business, lumalaki na, gumamit na ng delivery truck yung business para ma-serve lahat yung orders. Mas effective, tama? Tama?
Opo.
So, yung motor, nagiging inadequate. Meaning, nagiging walang silbi. Because there's already a delivery truck being used by the business that performs better. Okay? And inadequacy happen because of growth, no? And changes in the size of the business. And to remember this class, these causes of depreciation, no? To make it easier to remember, let's have acronym for this, no? Or mnemonics. So, paano ba? Tawagin natin siyang AEO-WAT. Okay? What is AEO-WAT? These are causes of depreciation. A stands for accidents. E stands for elements of nature. I stands for inadequacy. O stands for obsolescence. And the last one, WAT stands for wear and tear. So, causes of depreciation, AEO-WAT. Okay? Question po? So far, any question?
None po.
Okay,
Yan
so
po.
None po.
next. If you will notice, class, no, wear and tear, elements of nature, accidents, this is more on physical condition. Tama ba? Kaya siya nagde-depreciate. Pag obsolescence naman, tsaka inadequacy, kaya siya nagde-depreciate. Yung depreciation niya, more on functional condition. Diba? So, take note of this also, no? Okay. Hindi naman kasi nagde-depreciate ang asset dahil lang sa physical appearance niya na mukha na siyang luma. Pwede rin na yung function niya itself. Tama? Na hindi na siya nagagamit, may mas maganda na iba. Tama? So, those are causes of depreciation. Okay? So, then we will move forward to what we call factors of depreciation. Okay? So, ano yan? Number 1, cost. Number 2, useful life. Number 3, salvage value. Okay? Pag sinabing cost, ano sabi? The purchase price, it is the purchase price including directly attributable costs to bring the asset to its location and condition necessary for its use. Okay? Okay. Ay, sorry. Okay. Pag sinabi kasi natin cost, syempre ito yung mismong price ng pagkabili mo. Tama? Plus daw yung alin? Any additional cost na directly associated doon sa asset. Para yung asset maging available for use. Tama? Tama po?
Opo.
Okay. Now, let's have illustration. So, Manu Incorporated acquired machineries at invoice price of 2 million. Cost of freight and insurance during shipment were 50,000 and installation cost amounting to 150,000. Additional manufacturing supplies were acquired at a cost of 8,000. Okay, question. How much is the cost of machinery? Anong sabi natin kanina? Lahat ng directly attributable sa asset na yan, i-add natin as part of its cost aside from the acquisition price o yung invoice price niya. Okay? So, anong sagot natin for this illustration?
200.
2 million.
2 million?
208,000.
Okay. How about
2.2?
how about other answers? Meron bang
2
ibang sagot?
million 73,000.
2 million?
2,208,000.
208,000 din. So, same lang din. Any other answer?
2 million 73,000.
73,000? Teka ah. Ang dami na. Okay. Balik tayo. Yan. 2,208,000? Sorry, that's incorrect. Any other guess?
1,808,000.
Magkano cost of machinery? Di ba, balikan lang natin, no? Sisimplehan natin. Sabi daw, purchase price. Ito yung invoice. Tama? Invoice price. Then, plus mo daw yung mga directly attributable na cost. Para daw, yung asset na yun, magamit mo. Or maging available siya for use. So, definitely, itong 2 million, kasama na yan. Pero ang problema mo, paano itong tatlong binanggit? Sabi ko, mali na yung 2,208,000. Kasi sinama nyo lahat. Ibig sabihin, mayroong hindi dito dapat isama. And that is?
Additional manufacturing.
Yes,
Yung
that's correct.
manufacturing.
Yung manufacturing supplies. So the answer will be
2,200,000.
2 million
2,200,000. 200,000.
200,000.
Ito. Yan. So, acquisition price, 2 million, cost of freight and insurance, 50,000, installation cost, 150,000. In total, 2,200,000. Tanong, sir, bakit hindi mo sinama yung 8,000? Why we did not include the 8,000?
Tinatanong ka?
Why? Bakit yung dalawa lang sinama natin?
Magagamit na po siya kasi wala pa yung
Kasi po,
8,000 pesos.
yes sir, ganun po.
Very good. Yung freight, no, hindi mapupunta sa iyo yung machine kung walang delivery cost o yung freight nga. Tama? So,
True.
that is needed for the machine to be available for use. Tama? Installation cost. And nung na-receive mo yung machine, parte-parte yun eh. Kung parte-parte yan, hindi mo yan magagamit. Therefore, dapat ma-install yan. Ma-assemble. Tama? So, needed din to para magamit yung machine. Tama? Yung 8,000 na manufacturing supply, needed ba? Sabi natin, hindi. Why? Kasi nga, itong manufacturing supplies, no, hindi naman siya necessary to make the machine work. 'Di ba? Gagana pa rin yung machine kahit wala yung manufacturing supplies. Kasi ang manufacturing supplies ay nandyan purposely para gamitin sa production process. Tama? Hindi para gumana ang machine. Nagigets po ba?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, by the way, manufacturing supplies are part of inventories that will be expensed later on once used in production. Okay? Question? None?
None po.
Okay, so let's proceed. Then we have another factor. Number 2 is useful life. So, sa madaling salita, ito yung total number of years or total number of any basis of measurement, such as yung working hours or machine hours. Okay? Usually, machine hours is being used as the useful life for machineries or machines. Bakit? Kasi naman, yung mga heavy equipment na yan, nagagamit lang sa oras ng production process. Tama? Normally kasi may schedule pagdating sa production process. Tama? Then may lapsing time bago gamitin ulit. Itong lapsing time or idle time na to, ito yung time na yung machine ay chine-check para malaman kung in good condition pa o hindi na. So with that scenario, parang it is not practical to make the number of periods such as months or years as the useful life of that machine. 'Di ba? Much better based on machine hours. Kung kailan mo lang siya nagagamit. Tama? Kasi nga, sabi nga natin sa production, yung machine, hindi araw-araw ginagamit yan. Kailangan magpahinga yan. 'Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, dapat ibase mo lang yung pag-depreciate sa kanya sa oras na nagagamit siya. Hindi sa araw-araw, 'di ba? Hindi sa per month or per year basis. Okay po? Pero again, class, no? It still depends on the management what they want to use as basis of the depreciation. Okay? Kung based on year, based on machine hours, or units produced. Okay? Sila naman bahala doon. Okay? The number 3, salvage value. So, the estimated amount to be recovered at the end of useful life. So, itong salvage value, so, ito yung amount na pwede mong ma-receive. No? Kung mabibenta mo yung asset at the end of its useful life. Estimated lang din yon. Now, salvage value, pwede rin tawagin niyang residual value, pwede rin scrap value, recovery value, or resale value. Okay? So, pare-pares lang yung mga term na yon. Okay? Useful life, ito. Okay? Useful life, salvage value, these are just estimation class, no? Made by the management. And of course, katulad nung sa pag-determine ng bad debts rate, no? Ito, pwede nilang ma-determine, the management can determine it with the help of the expert from external party to determine the nearly accurate useful life and salvage value applicable for the asset. Okay? Now, question. To record the depreciation or adjusting entry for depreciation, what is our pro forma entry? Pro forma entry to record the adjusting entry for depreciation.
Depreciation expense, credit, accumulated depreciation.
Okay, that's good. That's correct. Okay? Teka, marami pa palang... Okay. Okay. Now, here's the formula. Sorry. Here's the pro forma entry. Okay? Teka. Okay. Sino pa? Okay. Tama yon. Depreciation expense, debit, credit, accumulated depreciation. Okay? Depreciation expense, obviously, sa ALEREX, what is the classification of that?
Expense.
Okay. Expense sa ALEREX. Siya yung EX doon, okay? How about the accumulated depreciation? What is the classification
Contra
of that?
account. Contra
Okay.
account asset po.
It is an asset account. Okay? Anong klaseng asset account? Contra asset account.
Asset.
Contra asset account. Kasi nga, pag sinabi natin contra, it decreases the value of its related account. Okay? Contra asset siya kasi yung kinokontra niya is asset. Anong specific asset? Mga
PPE.
PPE or fixed asset na subject for depreciation. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, unang entrada niya, credit agad. Sir, di ba, pag asset dapat unang entrada, debit. Kasi that's the normal balance of an asset. Yes. Sabi nga natin, accumulated depreciation contra asset. So, meaning, opposite. So, ang normal entry niya or normal balance niya, credit. Okay? Now, I want you to be familiar with this, no? This formula. Cost of the fixed asset less accumulated depreciation equals, ano sabi? Book value of
Books value.
book value of the fixed asset or pwede rin tawagin carrying value of the asset. Okay? Question po? Question?
Sir, constant po ba yung pro forma entry po for depreciation?
Yes. Except na, for example, if you want to be specific, kunyari, depreciation for furnitures. So, ganitong gagawin mo. Depreciation expense, debit, tas slash ka, mag-dash ka, then sunod mong isulat, furnitures. Accumulated depreciation, mag-dash ka, then furnitures. To be more specific. Okay? Pag building naman, ganun din. Depreciation expense, mag-dash ka, building. Accumulated depreciation, dash, building. Okay? To be more specific. Pero this is, of course, the pro forma entry. Ito talaga yung unang entrada natin or basic entry natin to adjust depreciation. Okay? Any question? Any other question?
None, sir.
Okay. So much for the theories. Ano? So much for the concept. Let's go with computation. Okay? Ready na ba kayo? So,
Apo.
ihandaan nyo na mga calculator nyo. Okay. To compute depreciation, we have depreciation per year is equal to cost minus salvage value over useful life in years. Okay? Tandaan natin yan, ha? Okay? By the way, class, I have a question. What will be the result if we less the salvage value from the cost of the asset?
Sir?
Anong tawag sa cost kapag niles mo sa salvage value niya? Anong tawag doon? If you remember kanina from our second slide, I think, as we define or introduce the depreciation, binanggit yun, di ba? Tama? Yung term na yon. The answer is?
Depreciable amount.
Yes, that's correct. Depreciable amount. Okay? Because less salvage value is the depreciable amount or depreciable value. Ito yung magiging basis ng computation natin ng depreciation. Okay? So, Question po? Wala. So, let's proceed. Ay. Okay. Teka. Okay. To add, no, class, in addition, we have different methods used in depreciating the fixed assets. Okay? Meron tayong double declining, sum of years digit method, units of production method, and the most common, ito nga, yung straight line method. Okay? So, ito lang yung gagamitin natin for discussion purposes. Okay? Under straight line method, the amount of depreciation is charged equally every year over its useful life. So, ito yung formula niya under that method, straight line method. Okay. So, ano lang, before we go with the formula, the application of the depreciation formula. Okay. I have a question again. What if you fail to record the depreciation? What will happen to expense? What will happen to your expense? If you fail,
Tataas po.
Increase.
ulitin ko ha. If you fail to record the depreciation, anong mangyayari sa expense mo? Hindi mo daw na-record. So meaning, yung expense mo,
Overstate.
hindi. Baliktad.
Understate.
Understated.
I understated.
Tama?
Yeah.
Ano nga kumbaga, hindi mo nga daw nagawa na mag-record ng depreciation. So, yung expenses mo, understated. Kasi, dapat madagdagan pa yun ng depreciation expense. Tama? Tama po? Okay.
Okay po.
Po.
Now, if the expense is understated because of the omission of recording the depreciation, what will happen to the net income? Ano mangyayari sa net income? By the way, yung mga nanonood sa Facebook Live, no?
Overstated.
You can answer also.
Overstated.
Ano po?
Overstated.
Okay. Tama. Understated yung expense. So, ano mangyayari sa net income? Sa bottom line natin, overstated.
Kabaliktaran.
Diba? That's correct. Kabaliktaran. Overstated.
Domino effect, sir.
Kasi nga, kung nakapag-adjust tayo ng depreciation expense at the end of the accounting period, sana mas mababa yung net income. No? Parang ganito sa illustration natin. So, sabi dito, yan. Kung mapapansin nyo, adjustment for depreciation is omitted. So, dito, sa ano na yan, sa picture na yan, hindi daw na-record yung depreciation. So, what is the total expense? 150,000. What is the total net income? 350,000. Okay? Pero dapat bang hindi ma-record? Siyempre, hindi. Dapat merong depreciation. Diba? Kailangan kumpleto kasi yung ano natin, yung recording natin to reflect it also in the financial statements. Tama? Now, yung net income daw natin na 350,000, no? Ay, by the way, pag sinabi mong net income class, ibig sabihin yan, di ba? Revenues are greater than expenses. As you can see, mas mataas yung revenue, 500 minus 150,000, you have positive 350,000. And that means net income. Now, kapag mas mababa naman yung revenue kaysa sa expense, that is net loss. Okay?
Net loss.
So, pinapaalala lang natin, no? So, ngayon, yung 350,000 daw na net income, okay? Wala pa dito yung depreciation. Tama? So, tama ba yung net income na yan? Hindi. Sobra ba o kulang? Sobra ba to o kulang?
Kulang.
Sobra po.
Sobra po.
Sobra.
Sobra
Diba?
po.
Sobra. Tama? Sobra. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo dito sa baba, kung sinama daw natin yung depreciation amounting to 5,000, no? Dapat ang net income, 345,000. lang. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, sumobra tayo ng 5,000. 350 yung dineclare natin eh. Kasi hindi nga natin nasama yung depreciation expense eh. But it should be 345,000 only. So, overstated yung net income. Tama? Then, understated yung expense. As you can see, 155,000 na siya dapat dito. Dito, yung dineclare mo, 150,000 lang. Pero kung may depreciation adjustment, 155,000. So, expense is understated by 5,000 and net income is overstated by 5,000. Okay? Okay? Huwag po malilito dyan, okay? Question?
None, sir.
Okay. So, okay. Without further ado, doon na tayo sa computation. Illustration. Information of the property, plant, and equipment of Effortless Company for the current year are as follows. Land amounting to 3 million acquired on March 1, 2020. Furnitures and fixtures amounting to 150,000 were purchased on January 1, 2020 and have estimated useful life of 5 years with no salvage value. Newly constructed building amounting to 8,100,000 was completely finished on September 1, 2020. But due to safety precautions, the building became available for use on October 1, 2020. The estimated useful life of the building is 20 years with estimated residual value of 600,000. Then another asset ulit. The company also acquired machinery on June 30, 2020, amounting to 1 million. The cost of transporting the machine was 40,000. Labor cost for installation and testing the machine was 60,000. And the cost of the staff training who will use the machine was 15,000. The estimated useful life of the machine is 9 years with estimated scrap value of 200,000. So, ilang property to? 4, tama? Okay? Here's the question or the requirement. Ang dami. Okay? The first question is, how much is the depreciation expense of land for 2020? Balikan ko ulit ha. Okay. First question daw. How much is the depreciation expense of land for 2020?
Wala po.
Answer?
0, wala po.
Wala
Zero
po.
po. Kasi hindi po nagde-depreciate yung land.
That's correct. Tama? Hindi naman nagde-depreciate ang land. Bagkus, nag-appreciate pa nga. Tama? Pero sabi ko nga, case-to-case basis yan kasi land can be subject to impairment, hindi depreciation. Okay? So the answer for number 1, how much is the depreciation expense for land?
0.
0.
Or none?
0 po.
Okay. Number 2. Number 2. So, how much is the depreciation expense of furnitures and fixtures for 2020? Balik tayo dito. Saan dyan ang furnitures? Ito. Okay. Magkano daw nabili? 150,000.
150,000.
Kailan nabili? So, January 1, 2020.
Yes, sir.
Anong estimated useful life? 5 years.
5 years.
May salvage value ba? Wala.
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 Wala po.
Now, natatandaan ba yung depreciation formula?
30,000.
Yes.
What is our depreciation expense for furnitures?
30,000.
30,000.
30,000.
30,000.
Nakuha po ba yun?
Opo.
Ang bilis ah. Nakuha? So, illustrate lang natin.
Yes, sir.
So, ito yun. May 150,000 daw. Tama? This is the cost, remember? Diba?
Opo.
Then, wala siyang salvage value. So, 0 yan. 150,000 equals 0. So, ang sagot, 150,000. Anong tawag din sa 150,000 na yun?
Cost.
Hindi. Binawasan na natin ang salvage value. Nagkataon 0 lang eh. Anong tawag doon? When cost is deducted by salvage value. That's correct. Depreciable amount.
Depreciable amount.
Yun yung magiging basis natin for depreciation. Tama? So, divided by, ilan ba yung Useful
5
life niya,
years.
5 years.
5
5
years.
years.
So the answer is 30,000.
30.
30,000.
So 30,000 per year yung magiging depreciation. Tama? Tama po?
Yes, sir.
Opo.
Okay, next.
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
How much is the depreciation expense of the building? So balik tayo. Saan ang building dito? Ito. Sige nga, this time, tinan natin. How much is the depreciation of the building?
375.
Magkano?
375,000.
Are you sure?
375,000.
Are you sure? For 2020, meaning pag sinabi natin for 2020, ending December 31, 2020, of course, di ba? $375,000. Any other answer?
93,750, sir.
Okay. Nakuha po ba yon? That's the correct answer. Any other answer? Meron pa ba?
Tama.
By the way, yun nga, nasabi na. 93,750 is the correct answer. Sir, how did you get that? Okay? Okay. Sabi dito, so we have this. Ang cost ulit, so building natin, magkano daw ang cost? Balik tayo dito. Ayun, 8,100,000. So tama tayo. Tignan na lang din natin. So residual value, ito, 600,000. Useful life, 20 years. So balik tayo doon. So 8,100,000 minus 600,000. How much? 7,500,000.
1,500,000.
Then 8,100,000 less 600,000 equals 7,500,000. Ito yung tinatawag natin ulit na tawag ulit dito.
Depreciation amount.
Hindi, depreciable amount. Okay. Then over its useful life, which is 20 years. Ang sagot, 375,000. O tama naman pala sir, hindi pa tayo tapos. Okay? Kasi yung 375,000, that is depreciation for 1 year. Di ba? Kasi yung denominator natin, year eh. Okay? Sir, bakit hindi 1 year? Balik tayo dito. Kailan ba nakompleto yung pag-construct ng building? Kailan natapos?
October 1.
Hindi. Ayun, was
September
complete
1.
September 1. Tama?
September 1.
But due to safety precaution, the building became available for use on October 1. Sir, bakit hindi ang counting ng depreciation natin started from September 1? Kasi remember, dapat daw yung asset, no? Yung 'di ba sabi natin factors of depreciation is dapat yung asset available for use. Eh nung September 1, hindi pa available kasi nga may safety precautions pang kailangan makumpleto para sa building, 'di ba? At naging available lang siya para gamitin noong October 1. That's why we will start the counting of depreciation from October 1, not September 1. Okay? Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, kung mula October 1 up to the end of the accounting period, which is December 31, 2020, so bilang tayo, October, that's 1 month, November, 2 months, December, 3 months.
3 months.
Kaya nangyari dito, times 3, then divided by 12. Kasi itong 375,000, that's good for 1 year or 12 months. E 3 buwan lang natin nagamit. 'Di ba? From October, then November, then end of December. So 3 buwan. So that's why ganito pa ang ginawa natin. And the answer will be 93,750. Nagets po ba 'yon?
Opo.
Nagets po
Yes,
ba?
sir.
Sure po tayo, nagets? Kaya,
Opo.
If you have question, please raise it
Opo.
or just talk. Okay? Next. How much is the depreciation expense of machinery for 2020? Okay, balik ulit tayo. Let's go back with the problem. Ito. Sa letter D. The company owns acquired machinery yan. Basa na natin kanina yan. Can you compute?
100,000 po.
Magkano?
100,000.
Any other answer?
$50,833.
Butal. Any other answer? Sagot po kayo sa sa chat box natin for those na nahihiyang magsalita. And sa Facebook Live, pwede rin po kayo mag-participate to answer. What's the answer?
50,000, sir.
93,333.33.
Okay. So sabihin na natin ang sagot. The correct answer is 50,000. Paano nakuha yun, sir? Paano mo nakuha yun? Okay? So, first and foremost, ang una mong alamin, magkano ba ang cost ng machinery?
1 million.
How
1
much is
million.
Okay?
1 million.
1 million lang ba?
1,100,000.
Okay, 1,100,000. Paano nakuha yon? 1 million,
Plus 40,000 plus
the acquisition
60,000.
price. Then we have the transportation expense for the machine, 40,000. Siyempre, para magamit natin, kailangan i-deliver sa atin. Then the labor cost of installation and testing the machine, 60,000. So, kailangan tong mga to for the machine to be used. Okay? So, total na 1,100,000. Sir, meron pang sinabi dito. Meron pa pong sinabi, the cost of the staff training, 15,000. Bakit hindi po sinama yan? Bakit hindi siya sinama?
Kasi hindi naman PPE ang
Machine lang naman po yung inano ng company.
Hindi. The reason is because the machine,
Nag-work na siya.
katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, the machine can work even without the training cost of the staff. Diba? Tama? Kahit wala namang
Yes,
training
sir.
ng staff, magagamit mo pa rin yung machine eh. Basta yung gagamit is maalam kung paano gamitin. Tama ba? Hindi naman kailangan ng training course just to work the machine. To be able the machine to work, di ba? Tama po? Tama po?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so hindi natin siya sinama. So the cost of the machine is 1,100,000 only. And how much is the estimated salvage value? 200,000. So, eto yon. 1,100,000, tama? Less 200,000 divided by estimated useful life na 9 years. Tama ba? 9 years ba yun? Saan yun? Ito. 9 years. Tama? Okay. So, we have 900,000. Sorry Okay. So, we have 900,000. Add natin. Sayang naman. Okay. Ano ba? Okay. 900,000 divided by 9 years. We have 100,000. That is for 1 year. Tama? Sir, paano naging 50,000? Kasi tinimes natin ng 6 months only. Sir, paano naging 6 months? Okay, balik tayo. Kailan na-acquire? June 30. Tama po? Tama po, June 30, di ba?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes po.
So, ibig sabihin, you will use it July 1, no? Technically speaking, magagamit mo siya on the next day. Di ba? And that will start July 1. So, 1 month for July no? Then 1 month again for August, September, October, November, December. That is 6 months. Tama po? 6 months only. From July 1 up to December. So that's why when we get the depreciation per year of the machinery, we divided it by 2. Diba? Kumbaga, nag-divide tayo ng 2 times 6 over 12. Kasi nga, good for 6 months lang siya nagamit for 2020. So the answer is 50,000. Any question?
Sir.
Yes. Meron? May tanong po?
Wala po.
Okay. So kung wala, let's go with another question. So ano yung susunod na tanong? Ayun. Prepare adjusting entries. So what is our pro forma again? To record the depreciation.
Depreciation expense.
Debit.
Credit.
Debit, depreciation expense.
Depreciation expense.
Credit.
Accumulate depreciation.
Okay. So, pakita lang natin yung sagot. Okay. Okay. So, on December 31, year 2020, depreciation expense, debit, furnitures and fixtures yon, 30,000. Tama ba? Then, credit, accumulated depreciation for furnitures and fixtures, 30,000. Okay? Pagdating naman sa building, December 31 also, depreciation expense, building, debit yan, 93,750. Then, credit, accumulated depreciation, building, 93,750. Then, for machinery, debit, depreciation expense, machinery, 50,000. Credit, accumulated depreciation, machinery, 50,000. Okay? Ganun lang siya. Ganun lang siya kasimple.
Okay po.
Okay? Question? As so far? Question?
Nawala po kayo, sir.
Wala ako?
Opo.
Teka.
Ipin nyo yung video ni sir. Nagpe-present po kasi si Raymark.
Please, sino ba yan? Okay, teka. Okay. Bumalik ba? Nakikita nyo?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so balik tayo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have, yun. Number 6. How much is the total depreciation expense of Effortless Company for year 2020? So, ito total lang natin yung depreciation expense. So, for furnitures, we have 30,000. Then, for building, we have 93,750. For machinery, we have 50,000. So, for 2020, how much is the total depreciation expense? 173,750. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, sir.
If you want to check, tama po ba ang total?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, next question.
Sir, tama po.
Determine the book value of the following at the end of 2020. Teka lang. Sir, ano nga ulit ang book value? What's our formula to get the book value?
Cost minus accumulated.
Depreciation.
Cost minus accumulated depreciation equals book value. So for each asset, furniture, building, machinery, we will compute. Okay? So for furnitures and fixtures.
Sir, wala po yung slide.
5? Hello? Come again? What's your question? Ano po yung tanong?
Sir, wala po yung slide.
Wala yung?
Live daw po.
Nawala? Hindi naman, nandun pa naman. Okay, anyway. So, let's proceed, ah.
Yan, okay. Yung PowerPoint slide po. Meron na po.
Okay. So, okay. Let's proceed. Determine the book value. So, first, furniture. Can you compute? How much is the book value? Magkano yung furnitures cost natin? Furnitures and fixtures cost? 150,000, tama? Then, magkano accumulated depreciation natin for the year 2020 for furnitures and fixtures? 30,000. So, how much is the book value?
120,000.
120,000. So, here it is, okay? That's how you compute it. Furnitures, 150,000. Accumulated depreciation, 30,000. Then, book value, 120,000. Take note, that is for year 2020. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Next. How much is the depreciation for building? How much is the book value for building for the year 2020? Diba? So, remember, what is the cost? How much is the cost of the building? 8,100,000.
100,000.
Tama? Minus the accumulated depreciation na magkano? 93,750. Tama ba? So, magkano ang book value niya for 2020?
8,6,250.
So, ito yon. Okay? So, tama. That's correct. 8,6,250. Next. For machinery. Magkano yung cost ng machinery? If you remember, 1,100,000. Tama po?
Yes, sir.
Tapos magkano yung accumulated depreciation niya?
50.
50. So, how much is the book value?
1,050,000.
1,050,000.
Okay. So, here it is. 1,050,000. 1 minus 50,000. Okay? Ganun lang siya. Next. Ano yung susunod na tanong? Prepare daw adjusting entries.
1,100,000.
Prepare daw adjusting entries.
1,050,000.
The next question will be prepare adjusting entries for 2021. Okay? This time, year 2021. Okay? So, paano kaya yun? Year 2021 naman tayo ngayon. So, another round of computation yan. Tama?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
before we prepare the adjusting entry, we need to compute first the depreciation for that year. Anong year? 2021. Okay? So, magkano ang depreciation natin first sa furnitures and fixtures? Magkano? So, again, meron tayong 150,000, walang salvage value, then divided by
5 years.
5 years. So, the answer is
30,000.
30,000. So, pakita na natin. So, for 2021, you have debit, depreciation expense, furnitures, same, 30,000. Accumulated depreciation, furnitures, and fixtures, 30,000. That's for furnitures and fixtures. Then next, for 2021, for building, debit, depreciation expense, building, 375,000. Accumulated depreciation, building, 375,000. Bakit na iba? Kanina,
1 year na po kasi, sir.
1 year na siya.
1 year.
Okay.
Na po 6 months.
That's correct. For 2021, you have used the building for 1 year. So meaning, kung ano yung sagot natin nung per year, yun na yung magiging adjustment mo for 2021. Kasi nga, January 1, 2021 to December 31, 2021, nagamit mo ng buong taon. Nagamit mo ng 12 months. Okay? So, ito yon kung paano siya nakuha. 81 minus 600 divided by 20 years, 75 divided by 20 years, 375. Okay? Then we have, for machinery, debit depreciation expense, 100,000. Then credit accumulated depreciation, 100,000. Paano nakuha naman yan? Kanina, 50,000 yan for 2020. how did we get 100,000 for
Kasi po 1 year
2021?
nga.
1 year
Okay.
For 1
na po
year.
ginamit.
Kasi this time, for 2021, we have used the machinery for 1
1
year.
1
So,
year.
ito yung formula niya. 1,100,000 minus 200,000 divided by 9 years. 900,000 divided by 9 years. 100,000. Okay? Next. Anong susunod na tanong? Total depreciation expense for 2021 naman. Magkano daw? Sige nga, magkano? Before I present the answer.
$505,000.
105,000.
505,000, sir.
Very good. That's correct. For 2021, we have depreciation expense for furniture, 30,000. Depreciation expense for building, 375,000. Depreciation expense for machinery, 100,000. In total, 505,000.
505,000.
Okay? Okay, next question. Last question to. Item number 10. Ang tanong, determine the book value this time for the year 2021 for furnitures, building, machinery. So, pwede ba ma-compute nyo before I present the correct answer? For furnitures, how much is the book value for 2021?
120,000.
120,000.
120,000 ba?
Ay,
Parang
hindi
yung
po.
120,000 nung 2020 yun, di ba?
90,000, sir.
90,000.
That's correct. The answer is 90,000.
90,000.
Paano nangyari yun? The cost,
Kasi po yun.
okay, i-explain lang natin. The cost is still 150,000. Kaya, I just want to emphasize this. Kadalasan na nagkakamali dito eh. So, still, ang cost mo, 150,000. That will not vary from time to time. That is constant. Kasi yun yung pagkabili mo eh. Hindi na magbabago yun. Ano ang nagbabago? Every year, yung book value. Tama? Ano pa? Yung accumulated depreciation. Yun yung nagbabago. Sa accumulated depreciation, nadadagdagan every year. Tama? Sa book value, nababawasan. Tama? Kasi lumalaki ang accumulated depreciation, meaning bumababa yung present value ng asset na yan. So, 60,000, 30,000 from the first year, 2020, then 30,000 for 2021, total 60,000. Diba? That's why it is called accumulated. Diba?
Yes.
When we say accumulated, pinagsama-sama. Tama? From the start.
Yes, sir.
So, 30 plus 30 this year, so 60,000. Now, to get the book value, 150,000, the cost, less 60,000, you have 90,000. Okay? Gets po yun? Next. How about the book value for 2021 for building? How much? Ang cost natin dyan, 8,100,000. Tama?
7,631,250.
7,631,250. So, building cost, still the same, 8,100,000. Accumulated depreciation, 468,750. Sir, paano nakuha yon? You have 93,750. Tama?
50.
For 2020.
Yes, sir.
Add the depreciation, 375,000 this 2021. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Then you have 468,750. Deduct it from the cost, 8,100,000. You have the book value for 2021 for building, 7,631,250. Okay? Nakakasunod pa po?
Yes, sir.
Nakakasunod pa po? Kaya,
Yes po.
Yes, sir.
yes. Question? Any question?
None, sir.
Okay. Next, we have machinery.
Apo.
Okay, napakita ko tuloy. Sa machinery, how much is the book value?
950.
950,000. Okay. The cost, still the same, 1,100,000. Then accumulated depreciation, 150,000. How did you get that? 50,000
50K.
in
Plus
2020, plus 100,000 this 2021. Tama? So 150,000. Less from the cost, 1,100,000, you have the book value as of December 31, 2021, 950,000. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you will present it in the income statement, in a comparative income statement, ganito magiging itsura niya. So, ayan. Ano lang to? Part lang. So, sa 2020, you have 30,000, 93,750, 50,000. Sa 2021, 30,000, 375, 100,000, 500. Then, we have total 505,000. Sir, bakit hindi mo pinagsama yung 93,750, yung 30, tsaka 30, para maging 60 sa 2021? The same with building. Yung 93,750, inad mo dapat sa 375,000. So, para maging 468 siya, 750. Then sa machinery, 150,000 sa 2021. Bakit? Parang lumalabas, hindi siya pinagsama.
Nagka-close po kasi ng entry every year.
Every year. Para magkaroon ng comparison from previous year to present year?
The correct answer is because, take note of this, narinig na natin kanina yung sagot, kasi every year, we close the nominal accounts. Okay? So, just a brief, just a brief idea. When we say close, we are reducing the value of the nominal accounts into zero. Okay? Ginagawa nating zero. Ano-ano itong mga nominal accounts? Expense, income, and drawing accounts. So, yung expense na yan, hindi na yan sasama o mag-accumulate in the next year. Bakit? Kasi isasarado natin for this period. So, separate each year pagdating sa mga expenses, income, and drawing account. Hindi siya mag-accumulate. Okay? Ulitin natin. Pag income statement, ang pinapresent natin, yung mga pinapakita nating mga value dyan or amount is good for that year only. Okay? Good for that year only or for that period only. Okay? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Sa balance sheet, ganito magiging itsura niya. So, if you will notice, in 2020, ayan yung cost. Ito, 150, 8111. Pagdating sa 2021, same pa rin yan. Katulad ng sinabi ko kasi hindi magbabago ang cost. 150, 8111. Then, we have accumulated depreciation. For 2020, 30,000. Pagdating sa 2021, tama, 60,000. Because remember, pag sinabi kasi natin accumulated, pinagsama natin yung depreciation from the beginning. And that is 30,000 and then 30,000 ulit, 60,000. Sir, bakit ganun? Kasi nga, sa balance sheet, or ang pinapakita natin kasi dyan is balance sheet accounts. Or other term, real accounts. Another term, permanent accounts that are not subject for closing. Okay? So meaning, these accounts, di ba? These accounts, remember, accumulated depreciation are asset accounts. Kaya lang kontra siya. Asset, liabilities, and equity are permanent accounts because nakikita mo yun sa balance sheet accounts. And besides, hindi kasi siya kino-close every year. Or these are not subject for closing entries. So, habang buhay ang company, nandyan yan, madadagdagan at madadagdagan every year. Kaya siya nag-accumulate. Not only for accumulated depreciation. Applicable din yung sinabi ko for all balance sheet accounts. Okay? Okay. Question?
None po.
Wala. So basically, yun lang ang discussion natin. Any question?
Wala po. Wala po.
So if you don't have any question, ako may question. Okay? So review question tayo, okay?
Okay po.
Okay. Malinaw po bang discussion?
Yes.
Opo.
Super
Yes
linaw
po.
po.
Malinaw po, sir.
Okay,
Malinaw
so
po, sir.
tingnan natin kung naintindihan nga. Review question. So, pabasa po, then answer. It involves systematic allocation of depreciable amount of a fixed asset over its useful life. Answer?
Depreciation.
Depreciation.
Okay.
Mr. B.
Letter B, that's simple. Next, which of the following statement is incorrect? Letter A, cost of the asset is the purchase price, including directly attributable costs to bring the asset to its location and condition necessary for its use. Letter B, failure to record depreciation expense results to understatement of net income. Letter C, other term for salvage value is residual value. Letter D, all statements are correct.
Letter B.
Letter B.
The answer is
B.
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 Bakit mali siya?
Overstated po.
Overstate po
po yun.
dapat.
Okay,
Overstate dapat.
that's correct. Since understated ang expense natin dahil hindi natin na-record ang depreciation, therefore, dapat ang net income natin overstated. Okay? Hindi understated. Okay? So, B is the correct answer for this. Next. Which of the following causes of depreciation do not relate to functional condition?
Elements of
C.
nature.
Elements of nature po pala.
Letter?
Letter A.
Letter A. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay, kasi yung inadequacy obsolescence, functional yan, based on function. Elements of nature, ito, based on physical condition to. So, the answer is
Yes, sir.
A.
A.
Next. Cost of fixed assets less its accumulated depreciation will result to
Letter D. Book value of the fixed assets.
Letter D. Book value of the fixed assets.
hindi depreciable value.
Hindi, sir.
Ano ba ang depreciable value ulit?
Cost minus salvage value po
Okay.
yung depreciable value.
Cost minus salvage value. That is depreciable value. Okay. Next. Ito, computation tayo. Okay. What is the requirement? Prepare adjusting entries for December 31, 2020 and December 31, 2021. Okay?
Oh, wait, ang haba.
Dami yan. Medyo matagal. Onte. Pero kaya yan. Okay? Sige nga. For each yan, ha? For each property. So, you have building, furnitures, and equipment. So, try it
Wait
first.
lang, sir.
Are you computing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige.
Opo.
Take your time. Done?
Wait lang.
Di pa po.
Unahin muna yung December 31, 2020.
Nang B. Sige po. Sa building po. Ay, wait lang.
You may
Sabay-sabay
comment,
na,
no?
diba?
You may comment on the chat box. Sulat nyo dun yung pro forma entry. If you have already answers, just comment in the chat box, okay? Okay na? Okay. Done? Unahin mo ng December 31, 2020.
Building 307.
Okay?
Wait lang sir, eto na po. Magta-type na.
Ano?
Sige. 5 minutes. So, diretso niya na for 2021.
Hala.
Okay? Balik ko ba? Sorry. Yan.
Sasabay na po yung 2021 sir.
Yes. If you have the answers, no, ilagay nyo sa chat box natin. Or just comment. For those na nanonood sa Facebook, just comment. Okay? Kaya ba?
Thanks.
So, sige. Kumpitin na natin. Unahin natin yung December 2020. December 31, 2020. So, first, we will compute for each property or assets, no? So, magkano yung sa building? Building.
8,800,000 po.
Sulat ko muna, ha? Okay. So, building ba yung nauna doon? Yes, building. So, we have magkanong cost?
8,800,000.
8,800,000 po.
Minus, how much is the salvage value? 1,250,000.
1,250,000.
1,250,000. 1, 2, 3. Yan. Nangyari. 8 million. So, kulang na siya. Okay. So, depreciable amount niya, 7,550,000. Tama? Tapos, i-divide natin sa ilang taon? 20 years. Tama po?
Yes, sir.
So, kulang na konti. So, 20 years. So, pag dinivide natin yan, equals. You have, magkano? 37,500. Did you get that? Class? Sorry. 377,500. Parehas tayo?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nakuha po, sir.
Okay. What is our adjusting entry for that? Debit.
Depreciation expense.
Depreciation expense.
300,700.
Sulat lang natin. Building, no? Magkano? 377,500. Okay. Then we have credit. Accumulated. Tama? Depreciation.
Opo.
Building. Same. 375,000. Okay? Okay? Tama po?
Opo.
Next. Ano susunod? Furnitures. 200,000. 15,000 in salvage value. Then 4 years yung useful life niya. Okay? So, sulat natin. Furnitures. Magkano ang cost ulit?
200,000.
200,000. So, 200,000. Minus, magkano ang salvage value? 15,000. So, you have depreciable value na 185,000. Ilang years? 4 years. So, per year, magkano? 46,250. Kaya lang, kailan ba siya na-acquire?
July 1.
July 1. So, meaning, you will use it for 6 months. July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months. So, itong 46,250, kailangan mo pang i-times ng by 6. Tama? 6 months.
200.
Then divided by 12 months. So, the answer will be
23,125.
nakuha po ba to?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, debit, sulat natin. Depreciation, expense, furnitures. Dito na lang natin ilagay. Kasi dito. Furnitures. Then, accumulated depreciation, furnitures. Yan. Magkano? 23,125. Okay? Nakuha po yun?
Opo.
Okay. Next. For equipment, may depreciation ba tayo for 2020?
Wala po sa equipment.
Wala. Because when we acquired the equipment? 2021. Okay, so wala yan. Tama?
Gepa.
Okay. So, balik tayo dito.
Yes.
We're done with 2020. Tama? So, this time, 2021 naman. Okay? So, balik tayo. Building. Tama po? Magkano yung building? 8 million. Tama po ba? 800,000. Magkano yung scrap value niya or salvage value niya? 1,250,000.
50. Yes,
Magkano yung useful life? 20 years. So, every year, 377,500. Buong taon natin nagamit for year 2021. So, we don't need to get the per month. So, ito na yon. Tama, palitan lang natin to. Depreciation expense, debit. Then, accumulated depreciation, credit. Building, amounting to 377,500. Okay?
Sir,
Yes,
kamukha niya lang po yung kaninang value.
that's correct. Tama?
Bakit po ganun, sir?
Tama, di ba?
2021 na po, di ba?
Equipment po tayo.
Hindi, not equipment, building. Building muna.
Building.
Building. Building tayo.
Di ba po,
Building.
sir, mina-minus po, ina-add po yung noong 2020
What do you mean?
sa... Ay.
Okay. Remember na ang building nagamit natin sa 2020 for 1 year. Sa 2021 ba hindi na natin magagamit?
Magagamit.
Magagamit, and that's why we depreciate it. Tama? For 2021 also. Kaya meron tayo ulit na ganitong computation for 2021. Tama? O ang kinumpute nyo lang yung equipment for 2021.
Sir, may tatanong lang po ako.
Yes, sige.
Di ba po 8,800,000 po yung yung
Cost.
building po?
Yes.
Tapos po, sa 2020, may 377,500 po na nakuha sa 2020.
Yes.
So, ima-minus po, hindi po ima-minus sa 8,800,000 yung 377,500.
Okay, what is our formula to get depreciation every year? Cost. And what is the cost? 8,800,000. Tama? Ito yung sinabi ko kanina.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Na
sir,
hindi nyo
yes.
dapat i-minus yun. Tama?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, ito yung madalas na pagkakamali natin. So, remember the formula, cost. So, meaning, you will base the amount here in the cost of the asset. Then, less, again, the salvage value. Then, divided by the useful life. Though, same pa rin. Tama po?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gets po ba yun?
Yes, sir. Thank
Tama?
you po.
Let's
Clarify na po.
Okay. Kailangan, tayo sa formula. Stick tayo dyan, okay? Next. Next, sa furniture. Okay? Ganun ulit. Pagagamit ulit natin ng 2021 yan. And therefore, we will depreciate it. Susulat natin. Furniture. Tama? You have, magkano yun? 200,000. Then you have salvage value, 15,000. Divided by 4 years. Tama? Nangyari dito. 200,000. Then divided by 4 years. Per year, we have 46,250. Just like last year, kailangan ba natin i-times ng 6 by 12?
Yes, sir.
Times ba natin by 6 over 12? This 2021?
No,
Hindi po.
Hindi.
Hindi na
Kasi
po.
nga, we have used it for 1 year for 2021. Therefore, ito na yun. Ito na yung i-record natin for 2021. So, debit, depreciation expense, furniture, 46,250. Accumulated depreciation, furniture, 46,250. Okay? Question?
Answer.
Wala? Next. Sa equipment, yes. Ano yun? May question?
Ang balik po, sir, balik po pag every year, pag nag-entry po, hindi po siya dinadagdag. Balik sa balance sheet po talaga siya pinag-a-add. Kunwari, 2020 to 2021.
Yes. Kasi nga, remember, this entry is for depreciation. And ano ang depreciation? Expense. And that is good for that period only. No? Yung accumulated...
Sa balance sheet,
Yes, yung accumulated depreciation, makikita mo lang siyang nag-accumulate o nadadagdagan pag present natin sa balance sheet. Madadagdagan din, actually madadagdagan naman talaga yung accumulated depreciation per our records, not only in the financial statements, as you post it in the ledger. Diba, may entry kang ganito. After this entry, ipopost mo din to, tama ba? Then dun sa ledger account ng accumulated depreciation, madadagdagan din siya from time to time. So, kung magkano yung balance dun, yun lang din naman na magre-reflect sa financial statements. Tama? Kaya makikita nyo mamaya, kapag pinakita yung balance sheet, nadadagdagan yung accumulated. Unlike depreciation, sabi nga natin, each period, kung ano lang yung expense, yun lang. Hindi natin kailangang idagdag yung last year or last year. Okay?
Okay po.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Next, equipment. So this time, no, magde-depreciate na siya. Tama? Kasi 2021 natin na purchase. So, first time siya magde-depreciate this year. Equipment. Magkano ang equipment?
Hindi.
Nasaan yun? Magkano daw? 345,000. Scrap value, 45,000. Tapos ang useful life, 8 years. So, sulat natin. 345. Then, ang scrap value, 45. Ang useful life, 8 years. Tama?
Yes po.
Per year,
Tama po.
per year, 37,500.
Opo.
Kailan ba natin na-purchase yung
Ginamit
equipment? Kailan ba na-purchase yung equipment?
March.
31, 2021. So kung bibilang tayo, we will not start from March 31 or from March. Kasi nga, buo na yung March eh. Natapos na hanggang dulo eh. So, proceed tayo sa April. Yun ang unang bilang natin. Tama? And that is April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months. 9. Tama? So we will multiply it by 9, then divided it by 12 months. Then you have 28,125 as depreciation for equipment for the year 2021. Okay? So sulat natin. Debit, depreciation expense, equipment, 28,125. Accumulated depreciation equipment, magkano? 28,000.
28,125.
Gets po?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Gets?
Galing.
Okay.
Opo.
So, any question?
None, sir.
None. Kaya pa ba?
Po.
We have last.
Opo.
We have last. Last review question. Okay? Okay. So, just read it first. So, wala tayong entry dito. You will just compute. Pero again, both 2020 and 2021.
Basic company.
Madali lang to kasi basic lang to.
Determine the expense of basic company for year 2020. So January 30. So we have 850x then 3. 850x then 2. Plus 7x then 4. The estimated or useful life minus 80.
So as you notice no class, pagdating sa depreciation, parang purely computation na nangyayari, no?
Divided by 7.
That's
so,
that's ano eh. That's tawag nito. Common or given. Pagdating sa depreciation. More on computation.
Book value. So 850 plus 70. Plus minus. So 850. 850. Minus 120. So 800. 800.
Done?
850.
If you have answer, no, just comment.
850. 850 plus 70 minus 80 divided by 7 is 120. And next, 920. So the
Done?
110.
Done? How about the others? Are you computing? Nagko-compute po ba?
Yes, sir.
Sige.
Mano-mano.
Dapat may calculator kayo.
Nakalimutan, sir.
Para mabilis. Okay. So, sige, I guess we will answer it, no? Answer ko na. Okay. First question, how much is the cost of machinery? Magkano po? Magkano? Magkano ang cost ng machinery?
920,000.
920K.
920,000. That is 850,000 plus 70,000. 850,000 plus 70,000. Okay. So, scrap value niya or salvage value niya, 80,000. Useful life, 7 years.
7 years.
Let's compute. Okay?
Ay, hindi na ko. Saan mo na?
120,000.
Okay. Machine. Okay. Magkano daw? We have 920,000. Yung cost. Tama?
Yes.
Salvage value. Magkano salvage value? 80,000. Tama? So, depreciable amount natin, 840. Ang useful life,
7
years. So, every year, magkano?
120,000.
Delete lang natin ito. No? Kanina yan. Yan yung kanina. Ang tanong, nagamit ba for 1 year? Or for 12 months? Kailan nagsimula?
February
31. January 31. Ay, February 1.
Yes. So, technically, February 1 na yan magsisimula. So, that is ilan? Feb. March,
11.
April,
11
months. So, ang gagawin natin, 120,000 times 11 divided by 12 months. And depreciation for 2020 will be 110,000. Nakuha po ba yun?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Machine. Debit depreciation expense, machine. Credit accumulated depreciation, machine. Okay. This is, ano to? Year 2020.
2020.
Okay. Sunod, year 2021. Magkano depreciation natin?
120K.
120,000 because we will be using the machine good for 12 months or 1 year. So for 2021, ito na yun. 120,000. Debit depreciation expense, machine, 120,000. And credit accumulated depreciation, machine, 120,000. Tama? So requirement number 1, okay na tayo dyan. Tama po? Okay na tayo dyan. Next, determine the book value of the machine for 2020 and 2021. Again, what is the formula to get the book value?
Cost minus accumulated
depreciation. Very good.
Equals book value of the fixed asset.
So, sulat natin dito. So, sulat muna natin 2020, 2021. So, how, while I'm doing this, no, compute it.
130,000 na kami. $610,000. Mali pa.
Do you have the answer?
Yes,
Meron na
sir.
pong sagot?
Yes, sir.
Sulat ko lang. Cost of machine for 2020, magkano?
9,200,000.
920,000.
920,000.
20,000.
Tama.
Yes po. Opo.
Okay. So, ayusin ko lang ng onte. Okay. Cost for 2021.
920,000.
So, same pa rin. Okay? Hindi magbabago yan eh. Okay. This is the question. Accumulated depreciation for machine 2020, how much?
110,000.
110,000.
110,000.
110,000 yun. Tama ba? For the first year, yan
Yes,
lang
sir.
yung depreciation natin. So, book value for 2020.
810,000.
Okay. Double rule. Okay. That's correct. Now, for 2021, how much is the accumulated depreciation for machine?
120,000.
120,000.
130,000.
Magkano?
120,000.
120,000.
Are you sure?
Hindi,
Opo.
sir.
Po.
230.
230,000.
230,000 po.
Okay. 230,000. Remember, i-accumulate natin
Opo.
yung last year. Tama?
Yes,
This
sir.
year, meron tayong 120,000, di ba? Plus last
Yes, sir.
year na 110. Accumulated nga eh. So, magkano siya? 230,000.
30,000.
So, the book value for machine year 2021,
690,000.
690.
90,000.
Galing.
Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear na clear.
Any question, class?
Answer.
Wala po. Any question? How about the others? Nakasunod po ba?
Opo.
Okay. So,
Tanong daw po.
sige, yes. What's the question?
Narinig ka?
What's the question? Pwede kayo mag-comment kung nahiya kayo magsalita, ha?
Hindi po.
Wala?
May tanong daw po yun, no?
Sino? Posible po ba na rate ang ibigay na depreciation? Yes. Pwede po. Pwede pong rate ang ibigay. So, that's a different scenario. So, kailangan, tayo doon? Take note natin yon kung paano gagawin. Paano po yun? Sige. For example, ito na tayo. Okay. Sabihin natin na ang depreciation rate is 10%. Okay? 10% every year. Tama? Okay? 10% every year. Okay? Sabihin natin na ang cost ng machine is 1 million. Okay? Sabihin na natin na purchase ng tawag nito January 1, 2020. So 10% ang depreciation. 10% of that, how much? 100,000.
100,000.
Tama po? So the book value of the machine for 2020 is 900,000.
100,000.
So, sir, mas madali siya pag-rate?
Pwede. Pwede hindi. Depende kasi sa problem no? Kung gaano ka-complicated yung sinabi sa problem. Pero kung ganito lang kasimple, depreciation is, annual depreciation rate is 10% based on the cost of the asset. So 1 million times 10%, for in our example, that's 100,000. Next year, magkano yun?
200.
Depreciation expense, 100 pa rin. Pero since accumulated depreciation yung nakalagay natin dito, it will be 200. Tama?
200.
Pero
Yes, sir.
the answer to the question na how much is the depreciation expense for 2021? 100,000. Tama?
Apo.
Then kapag accumulated depreciation, 200 na. Kasi plinas mo yung nakaraan. Then you have 800,000 as book value ending 2021. Tama po?
Apo.
So, any other question?
Possible din po na rate at date yung nakalagay din po sa di ba, problem?
Oh, yes, dapat ilagay din yung date. Kasi possible hindi naman whole year din 'yan, di ba?
Apo.
Ko-consider mo din 'yon. Any other question?
Wala na po.
Wala na. So medyo tumagal tayo, no? Halos mag-alas 9 na. Okay? So if you don't have any questions, class, I think that's for all for tonight. So thank you for your participation. Sana may natutunan po tayo, no?
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you din po, sir. Bukas
Salamat.
po natutunan. Bukas po ulit.
Yes, see you tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you po.
Opo.
Galing-galing, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.